Hi Virgo, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your general reading for March 2022. Virgo, even as I was shuffling here, what is coming out in your present energy is that you are in a situation right here where somebody is being very deceitful. They are really kind of punching below the belt. They are feeling very entitled, and you're the object of their focus. For some of you, this is a situation that's been going on for some time, and this is a situation where cooperation is needed, and the person speaks out of both sides of their mouth. So they put on a persona as if they're kind of like a wolf in sheep's clothing. And so in your mind, you feel as if others are buying what they are selling. And I feel as if somewhere here, your name is kind of being dragged through the mud. However, let me tell you something, Virgo. I already have the outcome. I knew as I was shuffling and I was picking up the energy what the outcome to this situation is. So hold in, just hang in there and let me go into the next part of the reading. Here we have the Hanged Man and we have the Lovers. And this situation has very much changed how you feel about these types of relationships. You're apprehensive, you're untrusting, and there's a lack of forgiveness there right now in your energy. There is a feeling of anger because people are not listening, or so you feel. They're not listening to your side of the story. It feels as if someone, it could be a child, it could be someone else, it could be somebody you're advocating for, it could be yourself, but something is caught in the middle here. And there is you that has a right to whatever this is, and there is your opposition right here that feels that you don't have any right to it. Now, why they feel that way is neither here nor there. What is important is that you do have a right to it, and it is the world is this person is a very bitter person. They make it seem as if they have, they're so wholesome and they're so put together, and they're so present, and they hold, because of like their role, they hold they're looked at, or at least they look at themselves as having a very high opinion of themselves. However, what this person cannot see is that the people that matter can see right through that. Now, not the one that's caught in the middle of this, and that may be you, but it does feel like there's somebody else here that's caught in the middle of this that you're trying to advocate for. For those of you where it's you, this person's extremely manipulative. And so it's affected you. It's affected your ability to be close to these types of, so if this is a love situation or a prior love and you're dealing with the aftermath of a breakup, or let's say this is an employer, you're very, very, where this person is bitter, you have a different type of bitterness. This person is really cutthroat. And what you've done in, like where your anger is coming from is, it's kind of like, okay, well, this doesn't work, but let's see what we can do here. I do feel like you're being much more pragmatic. I do feel like you're being much more pure in how you're coming forward. I do feel, there's this thing, Virgo, everybody wants honesty, but they continue to lie. And that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with somebody that, spouts off they're so honest and they want honesty, but everything they engage in, their behavior, what comes out of their mouth is a lie. I don't think this person goes through one day where they're not spouting off some type of lie. And so they may want honesty, they may demand honesty, but you know, wanting that, demanding it, thinking that you are, the whole thing is negated when what comes out of your mouth is a lie. And that's what's happening to this person. This person is a liar. I don't want you to, it's affecting you right now. And obviously, you know, these kinds of situations are going to make you feel an intensity. But I want you to not dwell in this energy. And I want you to know that this will soon be over. And let me tell you what is going to be the outcome. It will surprise you. Because it surprised me. But I already, you know, as I was pulling your energy, I simultaneously got the outcome. Which way should I go, Spirit? You want me to go with the Seven of Cups? Thank you. So, you know, it feels like you have a difficult decision to make here, but you really don't. You've done the right thing. And when you do the right thing and you do it consistently and you do it all the time, the right thing happens, right? So if you're like the other person and you're doing the wrong thing, meaning that you live in this illusion or delusion of this reality that you want honesty, but yet all you do is lie, then that's what you produce as well. Now, are people going to fall victim to that? Have you fallen victim to that? Yes, you have. But that is, once this person is out of your energy, once you are out of theirs 100%, this will not continue. You will not be a part of this, and it will not affect you any further. So here, you know, again, we got these trust issues that are going on with you now, where you're like, I never want to have to deal with this ever again. And so you're being very, very proactive and trying to understand what you're dealing with and the choices that you're making so you don't ever run into this type of situation again. But Virgo, it's not about avoidance. What it is about discernment. You know from this person and this experience what a liar and a manipulator looks like. So don't worry if the choice that you make, right, because nobody has a crystal ball, not even me. I mean, I do actually. I don't use it, but even me. So what I mean by that is I'm a psychic and a medium and I pick up a lot of information, but do I still have to have a human experience and run into people like you that are manipulative and want to gain something and are treacherous? Yes, I do, right? I'm no different than anybody else. And so, and the way that you deal with that, Virgo, is that you already know what this looks like. So even if you cross paths with it ever again, meaning a person, situation, or thing that resembles it, you're going to be on high alert. And instead of like going down this road where you didn't know and you were naive and you just never dreamt it would turn out the way that it's turned out right now, you will stop it dead in its tracks and you will make a left turn and you will say, you know what, been there, done that, this is not for me. So I don't want you to worry about this, right? We're all capable of walking away from a situation that doesn't work. Because of the situation you've had with this person, you don't have to avoid. You don't have to be untrusting. You have the capacity to walk away from anything that doesn't work. Nothing like this is ever going to happen to you again because this is such a profound experience. And you know, you can't unlearn what you know. And that's why you're going to be okay here in the Seven of Cups. Now, in the outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Knight of Cups. Spirit, can you bring forward what's going on? There are people on your side, Virgo, that can read right through this person. While it may seem as if they have the upper hand, while it may seem as if everybody appears to be on their side, because that's what they're selling everybody, and in your mind it should look like, well, they're definitely going to side with, you know, with them rather than me. What's really happening behind the scenes is they're not fooling anybody. And it feels here that if a decision has to be made, it's going in your favor. Now, there's something about the decision or ruling or something like that that has nothing to do with you or them. For some of you, there is a legal guideline in place, and that is where they're going to rule. They're not ruling on emotions, right? So right here, the outcome, this person is thinking that it's based on appearances and looks and efforts made forward and the picture that's being painted, but that's not the truth. The truth is it's being made by a set of guidelines or ethics or laws or whatever that structure is, that a spade is still a spade is still a spade. And it doesn't matter if you want to put hearts and flowers around it. It doesn't matter if you want to make it into a hologram. It doesn't matter what you want to do with it. It's still a spade, right? And so these people, or whoever the decision makers are here, whoever the influencers are here, they're going to go with not an emotionally driven situation. They're not going to be manipulated by anybody, and they're going to go with a ruling that is, again, either ethical, lawful, or there's some type of policy or guideline in place here. By virtue of that, you end up winning. Now, do you win the situation 100%? No, because they're going with the guideline. So understand that it's not a ruling against you. It is a ruling for the guideline. When you don't know which way to go, you follow what's in policy, you follow what's in place, you follow the law, and that is the ultimate decider. So the situation is not being swayed. You're not being left out in the cold. You're not being abandoned in this situation. You are going to recover from this. Not only are you going to recover from this, but you are going to have a whole new start. There is love coming into your life for those of you that are single. So get over the bitterness pretty quickly, because love's coming your way. I do feel here that you're going to move forward easily and effortlessly. This situation is coming to an end. It's been dragged on for so long, Virgo, but it is going to come to an end. You are going to have a new start, and you are really going to go in a new direction. And I do feel here, this this Knight of Cups here, we've got somebody that and Spirit has given me back that people want honesty, but they lie. And so what you have coming in is somebody that does not lie. And by virtue of the fact that they don't lie, they don't ever have to talk about honesty, right? Be careful of that. When somebody says, I just want somebody that's honest, it means that they lie, right? But when somebody lives their life from a perspective of they don't lie, or they're accountable to themselves, and so if they do tell a little white lie, they'll readjust, they're self-monitoring. They don't ever talk about the need to have honesty, right? And again, I want to give Spirit has given me an example of being faith-filled. So I don't know who that applies to in this reading, but Spirit is making me feel like when you have faith, and you feel directed in your life, and you feel a strong attachment to God, the very last thing that you talk about is your attachment to God. Because it is the air that you breathe, it is the food that you eat, it is your way of life. So it's not something that you're focused on, it's something that moves through you, just like truth moves through you, just like honesty moves through you. So when it's moving through you, you're not sitting there spouting it off. You're talking about perhaps other things that you need to overcome in your life. And so be wary of that, that this person talks a good talk, but nobody's buying into it. You, on the other hand, Virgo, you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. You got new love coming in. For those of you that are already with somebody, this could mean a new offer as far as work, a new cycle. It could be any part of your life, whether it be a new home or whatever. Something new is coming in, and it's going to take you in a different direction, completely away from this chapter of your life. That chapter of your life is over, and good riddance to it is all I can say. Virgo, that is your reading. Please like, subscribe, share the video, and thank you for everybody for your loyalty.